No, we have incredible diversity here at Askinor Lodge. We have Lodge Brian's and Lodge Becky's.
Equal opportunity ditzes.
Here you go.
I love that, bro.
Here's a Lodge Becky for you to check out.
Can someone describe it to me?
I'm trying to find her.
She's right by
What are we looking
Gaspar, by the Askinor Lodge
Oh.
thing.
Oh, she's cute. She's got a little outfit on. I know that's not helpful description.
Could you be more vague?
Wearing clothes. No.
She's a
Plain-faced horse girl.
She's got a real vacant look on her face. There's
Yeah.
not much going on upstairs.
She would help you hide a corpse. I don't think she would understand what was happening.
Yeah.
I was mousing over her full portrait. It hides the messed up face a little bit better when you hover over it.
Man, it's different when you click on the Askinor Lodge shop and it says shopping with 0 gold.
Oh boy. Wish I had a copy of the Iliad right now and sell that shit.
Everybody should buy jorts.
Jorts! I will get jorts soon. That will happen.
Imagine how stylish the whole team will look.
The jorts are bigly.
I don't know if the jorts go with everything Kai has going on, but I'll still wear them anyway.
I just imagined Elfrip in jorts, and they probably would look like Jinko jeans.
He's so small and cute.
Whenever you guys feel like starting, if someone can just move my token for like another 2 minutes, I'm almost home.
Okay. Drive safe.
Thank you.
Elfrip is rotating. Don't think I don't see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why he was at a weird angle a second ago, but I fixed him. It's okay.
Would you
Yeah,
like me
he's
to
better
lock
now.
your token so it doesn't do that?
That would be great, yes.
Done.
Because it's the control scroll is the usual, like, scroll it, like, zoom in and out. That's why I mess it up all the time.
Yeah. Okay. So the team is at Askinor Lodge. Dinvaya, Kovira, Lord Durnistan, his loyal Durnistans, and probably Dismas all run off to enjoy a spa day.
Lucky them.
God damn.
Still just so bizarre that this place is here at all.
Yeah, it's a weird little location.
Three armed morons were killed and eaten by spiders on their way to this spa.
Now where's my fluffer gone?
Oh my.
Whoa. I think we had to chat with the booger who owns this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was gonna
There
meet
was
us when we got
something.
back.
Yeah.
Okay.
With breakfast? Were we promised breakfast?
You were.
Yeah, we were promised breakfast.
Free food?
Let's go.
Find that booger. Okay. Pull you guys over here. Switch it off of nighttime sounds because it's daytime.
We weren't murdered in the night. That's good.
You get back inside, and they are indeed having a mid-morning dance and food party in there. This nearby Brian says, boss is waiting for you in the room to the west.
Thank you. We never figured out why they're all called Bryans. I don't ask him.
You never ask them either.
I don't want to know.
I'll let it
That's
be their
what I
thing.
figured.
Maybe they're all clones. Do they look like the same person?
No, they all look a little
It
different.
appears like they do.
They all look
Oh.
like your typical Ustalavian male in his 20s to 40s.
Maybe they're all like war orphans.
As you guys head down the hallway to the west, something I trust you will eventually do.
Come on, guys.
I'm in
Oh,
a chair. I can't move, Kate.
We need to help.
I'm not allowed.
Okay.
I got Kate.
I'll do the skin.
Get over here, Kate.
Where's Danger? Oh, he's way out here.
Danger, I can move.
Alright, let me back down the music a little bit. I'll just pause it for now. There we go. Alright. You guys are led to the dining hall, just off the main kitchen here. And in you see Estovion at the far end of the table, already digging into a plate of scrambled eggs. The table is covered with eggs, bacon, those weird kind of berries that grow in the Shudderwood, soul berries, and whatever other kind of weird Shudderwood specific fare they can get here, and a few little treats from Lepstadt, or at least reasonable facsimiles of them. Like Lepstadt style donuts and muffins are on the table, but it's quite a lot. And he says, please have a seat. Come on in.
Thank you, my lord.
Yeah.
It's a lot less xenophobic than last time.
I go crazy on the donuts.
Do you? Let's see. Where am I getting that? That's where that's coming from. Okay. Let's see. And the Lodge Beckies bring in plenty of drink. You've got the option of soulberry juice, water, milk of you're not sure what, and sort of a very light beer they serve with breakfast.
I will take the suspicious milk.
I sniff the milk. Does it smell good?
It smells like milk.
Yeah, I have milk and donuts.
It's definitely a strong, kind of garlicky sort of milk.
Alright, that's a little weird, but I'm into it.
Garlic milk, ooh, my favorite.
I will resist the breakfast beer and also drink the garlic milk.
Garlic
Oh,
milk.
He says, if I recall, after you guys have eaten and drank for a little bit, you guys
Pint
had
of beer, please.
Okay. Elfrip hits the beer. You guys have a hearty breakfast, and he says, thank you for trying to contain Lord Durston. I don't hold you personally responsible for him, but I appreciate your urging him to return to the lodge quickly after discharging that firearm of his.
He was kind of fun, even though he microaggressed me real bad.
Yes. He was pretty immediately blatantly racist.
Oh,
But
yes.
he was funny.
He says, for all their money and their supposed love for travel, they don't really learn anything, do they, these nobles? He's probably never even been to Numeria. That's where you're from, isn't it? He says, pointing at Kai. Gesturing at Kai with a breakfast roll.
Yeah. I am from there.
Jesus! Oh, yeah!
Holy shit! What the fuck is that noise?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't know I was gonna do that. I put the headphones on.
It's okay. We've all done it.
You could probably tell because of my accent.
Yeah, you're good now.
He says, well, did you all had some questions for me, perhaps? You are Ustalavian marshals, after all. You must be here for a reason.
I defer to you, Kate.
We are hoping to investigate some shady activity in the area that might pose a threat to your patrons. So we were hoping that we might be able to help protect you all and see if you had heard anything about the situation.
He says, well, the lodge needs no protection, but I thank you for the offer. But I do wish you well in your investigation. Do you have a particular suspect or an alias? We could check our guest books.
Do we have any of the names of any of them, or just the cult itself?
Let me check. We've got a bunch of info laying around from Vorkstag and Grind.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
have, like, their ledgers. Let me
Boundaries
pull
booting up.
that up. I think we still have their ledgers. Maybe I threw it out with the trash.
Hell yeah.
Gaspar digging through the thick boy full of dog shit. Yeah, okay. Let's see. I start reading him names. Oren
Super Bowl
Vrood,
Sunday.
Boldo, Volbesco, Tobar, Tudor, Matei, Rudino, Vesnik, Prida, Stefan, Martin, Iosif, Gitu, Horan, Grodio, Imanu, Amanescu, Dexter, Jetster.
Dexter Jetster, huh?
It's not in there.
He gestures towards one of the Beckys and says, bring me the ledger for the last month. But he says, wait. He looks at you guys and says, will that be far enough back? Or
2 months would be good.
he looks at the Becky, who looks back at him, and he says, 2 months. Go get it's in my office. She disappears. You guys keep eating, chit-chatting. He makes a few Duristan jokes about Duristan backflipping across the room to land on the toilet every time he has to go.
That's honestly really funny.
And Lodge Becky comes back with a couple books and sets them on the table, and he gestures towards Kate and Gaspar, and she sets them on the table in front of you.
Kate, do you mind if I detect evil on this guy?
Alright.
Standard procedure, I'm sure you understand. I don't really care if you don't. I detect evil on him.
You feel a couple barriers sort of tripped as soon as you cast a spell in his direction, and he raises an eyebrow at you. And he waves he puts down his breakfast roll and waves a hand. And he says, there are many spell alarms here, young man. We are not defenseless, though we look like it.
I'm just attempting to discern your alignment.
He says, well, I don't know what that is because I have not read the player's handbook, but...
What are they called? Detect evil in universe. What do you mean he doesn't know what that is?
It's a matter of perspective. It's a matter of perspective. It doesn't detect alignment, it detects, like, auras.
Just scanning you. We'll scan.
You pick up
body
like
scan.
you pick up like a minor evil, like 3 out of 10. He
he's
he
rich.
radiates like banker, lawyer evil, no offense. But like the type of person
true.
who's been ruthless and nasty, probably nasty in his time, but he's not like a murderer. You don't think he's a necromancer or anything like that. He's just kind of a rich
Okay.
asshole, and he's probably fucked over some people financially or professionally many times in his life. It's sort of the vague sense you get.
All right. I look at
Alfred
Kate
still
and
hasn't
say he's
forgotten
good.
how he greeted Alfred.
That's good. Good idea.
Oh
I
yeah,
remember
he's
that.
racist too. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Have racism, yeah.
He is racist.
You forgore.
Rich, racist, jerk. Yeah, it's about what we expect.
Kill him.
Exactly the same as Durstan.
No, we had a whole chat about this. We can't kill him. Doesn't
Pains in
fit
the
the
ass, but
doesn't
Yeah.
Not
fit the
exactly
Kill-teria.
a 6.
The Kill-teria.
that's a good episode title.
Kill-teria.
We'll throw that in Carrion Crown chat so in case we forget it.
You could kill him and then plant a gun on him.
Now you're talking my language.
Frame him for Durastan's murder, yeah.
What the fuck is
Wait,
Danger sitting
Durastan's
there?
alive.
Yeah,
He's
he's alive.
just at the spa. He's
Currently.
getting,
I mean, if we
Getting-
were to do it, then we frame this guy.
Wait, so we
Or-
would kill a guy and then kill this guy to hide why we killed this guy?
And frame one guy for killing the other, like they traded.
Yeah.
They traded.
I mean, then we
I
could
don't
pick
think
up some Durastans.
Oh, the Durastans have motive. Would not be hard to establish motive there.
They traded
I
on
don't think I
sweat.
want to commit to this bit.
So, we got the ledgers.
Yeah, you guys look through them and compare the names to the notes on your sheet.
Yes.
There's a couple family name matches, but they are names of people that there are hundreds of in Califest, like the I forget what you said, the Rodanos or whatever. They're all
Yeah.
over Califest. So you get the missing the wrong first name, but it's probably a cousin maybe to the person, but
Pretty
no
weak.
matches.
Do we want to ask him if 10 or 20 creepy dudes came through here like a month and a half ago?
Yeah.
Maybe
they could've
with
been
like
using
40
false names.
zombies standing in the woods.
Good question.
Seems like something someone would notice.
Do you wish to ask that?
Yes. Have you seen this cult?
He says we only book people we know here. We don't take in wanderers from the road. Usually. Nods
that's
at you
good.
all.
Did you notice anything weird outside around that time? Other than the gestures vaguely werewolf thing.
Gaspar, make me a sense motive.
Oh, I should be discerning lies this entire conversation too.
Don't worry, I'm already using the ability for you.
Oh, thank God. I forgore. I roll 5.
E for gore.
I rolled a
Estovion
5.
is as cool as a cucumber, and you're not sure if your detection spells are even fully landing on him. He may be running some weird variant of non-detect or something. You've never seen your spells partially detect, but everything about him is sort of subdued, but you also feel sort of targeted by the walls and floors. Like he must have wards in every room of this place. It's starting to make you think that either Estovion is a high-level wizard or he has one in his employ somewhere that you haven't seen yet. Because the level of magical sophistication to this place is much higher than it appears. It looks absolutely rustic, normal. It looks like a redneck lodge in the middle of the woods, but there are some heavy, heavy permanent spell wards here. And your Discern Lies gets nothing from Estovion, but when you mentioned a troop of cultists coming through the woods a month or two ago, one of the Beckys skittered out of the room quickly, and you sort of detected discomfort from her.
This is not good.
Uh-uh.
Man, I'm gonna be carrying so many masterwork longswords by the end of this trip.
Mm-hmm.
They're all gonna have stupid names.
I get the vibe that.
Go ahead, please.
What?
Do I get the vibe that detect thoughts would also be shut out?
You're not sure. You haven't tried it yet, but you can if you wish.
Seems worth it, probably.
Is there any sense in Elfrip following that Lodge Becky, since he's got great stealth, he can kind of go see where she goes and listen to see if she talks to somebody else?
Well, you'll be curiously absent from breakfast as you dive under the table and throw a smoke bomb. And
This guy, based on how he talked to Elfrip, I don't think would notice.
Alfred has to use the bathroom, and then he just doesn't come back for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Can he foul belch at this guy and just like, oh, I'm so sorry, boy.
I mean, that will clear out the table partially.
That's true.
Your belches are potent.
Yeah, send a little stinking sneaker.
We believe in you, Alfred.
Hey. Excuse me, everyone. I must use the little Gobbo's room.
Yep. While he's doing that, do that on our host.
Okay. Let's see.
How many
Moment-
masterwork longswords can you fit under that hat, you reckon?
Hell yeah, quite a lot. He momentarily looks up at you, Kate, but quickly looks over to a bowl of rolls and scoots it down the table your direction. It says, "More rolls, anyone?" But you don't get in.
Oh, thanks.
You bounce.
Eye contact while eating.
You bounce off a brick wall of mental protection and discipline.
Wonderful. I'd like to use message to tell Gasper that. Can't get in. Let's get some good fields.
I respond with everything I've discerned from my Discern Lies is not working on him, and also the Lodge Becky is Akko Taco as she runs away.
Akko Taco. Technical term.
I like
This-
it. We should snoop.
I think this guy do fit the Kill-teria. I'm getting real big kill this guy vibes.
Yeah.
It's on the maybe
too.
list.
He's a little sus.
Sussy
Gotta
baka.
investigate and kill him at the end of it, yeah.
Little sussy.
Okay, so you message him, Elfrip, you're headed down the hallway somewhere.
Yeah.
The Becky.
I just want to follow that Lodge Becky, yeah.
Well, she goes right past him into this door back here, unfortunately. Like,
Oh,
this
I
door
thought
back
you
here.
went.
No, when they leave the room, they skitter out this right by him into a kitchen back there, and they shut the door behind them. So you'll have to stealth 5 feet from him and get a door open. Or perception check, Elfrip. Yeah, when she went in here, you noticed from like this angle where you were that there is a window into that room also.
Oh.
Based on the smells and sounds, that seems to be the primary kitchen.
And Alfred's just gonna play dumb like he's a stupid little gobbo if this guy catches him. You guys are gonna have to pretend like I'm your pet.
We can
I
lie
will
well.
If I get caught.
Sure thing.
Isn't that kind of what they think anyway?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up, Game Master.
Oh, sorry.
I
Wow.
was gonna make that joke, but I was like, it seems mean, so I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, so Alfred's going to leave through this door, whoops, over here, and then go outside through these stone steps
Okay.
and back around through the window,
Okay.
right?
Yep. You see a, let's see, roll me a stealth check unless you just want to walk right by the Brian that's there. Okay. You evade the Bryans easily. I think. Yeah.
Just
You do.
I'm just throwing the roll that I've nicked off the table, and they follow those instead.
They're just not that observant. You are fairly small and you're very silent. So you manage to avoid them. You have to wait a few moments for them to turn and face the other way, you know. Let's see.
Gobbo-sized people.
Mm-hmm.
For real. People-sized goblins.
And to climb up to the window, you'll have to get to a ledge up the rock wall of the outside of the manor. You'll have to climb up about 5 or 6 feet. Can you roll me a climb check?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
This isn't gonna go super well, guys. I don't remember having a great climb. No, it's not bad.
Somehow, with his weak hands, I think he probably climbs with his mouth. Like bites the rock
Wow.
and hangs on. And eventually hooks onto where you can peek in the window and you see a kitchen. You see a table where they prep stuff and an oven. You see a wine storage room on the northeast side of the room and a sort of cupboard on the north side. And there's a couple of lodge Beckys in here prepping stuff.
Alfred's going to sneak underneath the table. Just hang out there.
The window is shut. You're just
What?
looking in through the glass. That's how windows work.
On a day like this? Can I try to open the window?
Yeah.
Or can I hear anything through the window? I'll ask that first, with my giant fucking ears.
They're not talking. They're just sort of rushing to get more food ready, and then they're going back into the dining room, you think.
Oh, okay. Alfred can't hear anything. They're not talking, Miss Kate.
I'm just making a Legolas joke. I'm sorry.
Hey, wait a minute. Do the staff here really ever talk to each other? Like, the Lodge Bryans smoke weed and fart around, but
That's weird.
it's really weird that they wouldn't be chatting in the kitchen.
Yeah. Especially after that shifty behavior that Lodge Becky had before she left.
Are they all psychic? Are they all using message back and forth?
Yeah, this place is weird as fuck.
Or are they all stupid because they're being mind controlled?
That too. I've mind.
The Lodge
Part of the
Becky
ship, part of the
hive
crew.
mind. Part of the crew, part of the ship.
Let's see. I can't just go in there and convince them to talk to me, can I?
You could try.
Oh, the window's still shut.
You could blast it open. Fireball.
There's so much wood in this building.
Mm-hmm. I cannot foresee any problem.
Miss Kate warned Alfred to not do that. Miss
Extremely
Kuvira
subtle move.
confirmed.
You want to burn it down afterward once we get all the corruption revealed.
Yeah.
Feel free.
Alfred might just stay on this ledge for a while and let the team do their thing. Miss Kate, you just keep me in the know about these messages with some messages if there's something I need to react to.
Sounds good. Thank you for scouting.
When we mentioned the gigantic troop of cultists, what was Estovion's verbal response? Is that when he said we usually don't take randos in off the road?
He said we don't. Not usually. He said we don't. Yeah. And then he gestured to you. I think he added
Right.
the word usually when he looked at you guys.
Yeah, because we're randos.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had any of your guests show up maybe off schedule and act strangely?
He says, you probably know there was a party that was reserved here weeks ago and never showed up.
The Iomedians?
Yes. Some of them are here. The ones that came from the south made it, but the ones that were supposed to come from Lepstadt apparently have not.
I look at Kate. Do we want to tell him? I thought we did tell him.
I thought so too.
Did you tell him? I could be misremembering.
We took their reservation when we said they were dead.
Oh yeah. He says he says I warned them the west approach was dangerous this time of year. He says
It is.
advised that they go all the way around to the south and pay your colleagues, he looks at Kate, to bring them in by the safe path, but
Yeah, would have been safer.
they were sure they could make it through the western edge.
Everybody thinking so until the spiders.
Them damn spiders.
And message Gaspar. Maybe we try to talk to the rest of their group that's already here. See if...
That's a good idea. I also messaged back, I'm convinced this dude's Vorkstag. Everyone's Vorkstag.
Honestly, sounds right. Wouldn't doubt it.
Another episode title.
Everyone's Vorkstag.
Everyone is Worksag. Everyone's evil when they're part of a team.
Vorkstag until proven innocent.
We're living our dream.
What
The
horrible
Zoomers
music is
are
happening?
combusting.
Make it stop.
Okay. Are the Iomedians still here? Iomedians? Iomedi?
I want to say yes. I'm trying to fucking find him. Okay, yeah, I got him.
All right.
He says,
Well-
Estovian says they are in the, he gestures out the window this way. And he says they're in this cabin here, in fact.
Trapped, full of corpses.
Mm-hmm.
I start to suspect this dude speaks Drow sign language. Because after all the magic shit he's capable of, God knows what else he can do.
True.
So I'll try and, like, hide my symbols with my body. Signal to the party we stay here for a day or two, poke around, and move on.
Yeah.
Question mark?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
I'm in favor of that.
Scope it out. See what we uncover.
Danger, are you cool with hanging out at evil Mar-a-Lago for another day or two and sipping Mai Tais?
Isn't Mar-a-Lago already evil?
Is this
Yeah, but-
more or less evil, Mar-a-Lago?
Yeah, it might just be Mar-a-Lago.
This is a classier Mar-a-Lago.
Well, no, like half our team is off getting facials in Mar-a-Lago.
Mm-hmm.
Your granddaddy
We'll look
got a
in the
facial in
bathrooms for
Mar-a-Lago.
files.
Oh my God.
Whoa! Good one.
What'd you say, Anna?
Alfred will search the bathrooms for all files.
Good idea.
Huh.
They did that, didn't they?
Yep.
That's true. That's where they would be.
They in fact did that, yeah.
Truth stranger than
back.
fiction. Okay. Well, you guys, he finishes his breakfast and he says, I have to get to my daily work, but I'll be around if you have any more questions. And of course, the Lodge Bryans and Becky's are at your disposal.
Thank you very much.
Oh, what, Kate? What?
I was just going to tell him we appreciate his hospitality. That was all. Go on.
We do. How long is our res here for?
He says the rooms I've given you are available for at least the next 3 days. It's the least
cool.
I can do for the Ustalav marshals.
Well, thank you. Guys, I'm pretty sure that legally we're not allowed to accept gifts while in the line of duty if those gifts total more than 10 gold.
Yeah, that seems right.
You're...
Give them an equivalent exchange.
None of you, anybody have knowledge nobility?
Yep.
Oh,
Well, to continue your analogy, how much do you think Trump charges the Secret Service to stay at Mar-a-Lago?
Well, yeah.
He's going to send a monster bill to Caliphus for you guys. For food, for rooms, everything.
We should sleep outside nearby.
Might be safer.
yeah, it might be.
I don't want to get in trouble with my boss.
You won't. This is...
Does it count if only one of us slept in the bed?
It's a work expense.
Oh no.
If we're undercover investigating, we gotta, blend in.
I mean, not that she's here, but Dairymid would have preferred you not identify yourselves as law agents, investigate undercover as nobles, and then build, if there was a bill at the end, send that to the law offices of either Lepstadt or Caliphus afterwards. But she's not.
In
Nice.
retrospect.
There's a good idea.
Well, too late.
I don't think we could have gotten the badges off part of the team, so,
Very nice of you to say part of the team.
Noble.
Unnamed individuals unwilling to part with any of their 9 badges.
Who could it be?
I don't know anyone like that.
You have like a vest, like the Girl Scouts, for all of your badges.
Yes.
Okay, good.
It's also too small for me
Aww.
because it used to be a Girl Scout badge. Or badge.
Wow.
That's
I'm
cute.
like hulking out of it at all times.
Excellent.
I'm a children's large. Okay. Let's go
Borb
talk
snack
to these
time.
paladins.
Yeah.
Borb snack time.
Okay.
Work stag time? No.
That's what I heard.
Orb snack time.
Burb snack time.
Now where's my fluffer gone?
No. Shut fuck up.
Snack time, Burb.
All right. Where do you chaps go then?
Hang on, just while we're talking about snack time, I want to point out that last week at Iron Gods, this session was wrecked for 10 minutes after someone said they had ramen noodles and half the table left to go get ramen noodles.
Yeah, we had to have a noodle
For that,
break.
that
Sounded
was
so good.
interesting. That was.
That's funny. I'm eating chips in the 2 seconds between muting.
Thank you for muting. Some do not.
Yeah.
I want to go talk to those paladins and see if they really are the paladins. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let's
Sounds
go
good.
talk to them guys.
You think they're
Oh, I didn't see
doppelgangers?
I don't trust anything here, man.
Yeah.
His guards are level 1 crooks with fucking no game. The Lodge Beckies seem to know what's up with the cult. That freaks me out. And this dude is a high-level wizard or friends with one or married to one. I don't know. Place is fucked up.
Starting to understand why my family doesn't usually come in.
Yeah, man, it's sketch here.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a bad vibe.
What are you talking about? The vibes are awesome. The vibes are spot on.
Dance was cute.
Alfred
We'll
is
give you
looked
that.
upon like a pet, and he also can't use fire. He's feeling very itchy about this place.
Itchy.
How
I
far
was-
are we from Alfred? Sorry.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
He's right outside under a windowsill, I think. Hanging on the side of the
Message-
building as the Bryans walk past just below him repeatedly.
Message and tell him that we're gonna go talk to these paladins and Herb.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Kate.
Let us know if you need help.
Mhm.
Okay.
Elfrip's closer
I'll
to
fly
them
over
than
to you guys
are.
if I get bored.
Now remember, Elfrip, your flight involves very visually obvious, as they give off light, wings of fire. You
Yes.
will not be able to stealth and fly at the same time.
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, I prefer to scramble down from this windowsill, but I could fly to get away.
True. Gaspar, perception check right there. Yeah. You step outside and immediately notice Elfrip hanging off a windowsill right above this Brian's head.
I don't look at him. 19 bluff.
Okay.
I tried to move and it said I was
Mr.
gonna collide with a
Gaspar,
wall. So thank you for moving out.
Mr. Gaspar, please help Elfrip get onto this windowsill. Can't hold on.
I don't look at him at all.
He is hanging onto the windowsill by his teeth. His little hands can't quite grasp it. And
Oh
he's
my God.
looking into the room over the windowsill while chomping on the edge of it.
How high off the ground is he?
6 foot. Pretty high for him.
Is there a sneaky way to hand him my Spider-Man bracelets?
You could, yeah, I mean, you could hand them up to him if you wish. You'd go stand there. You'd need the Brian to look to the right while you did it.
Hey,
I,
could somebody
uh,
distract him?
Yeah, I'll talk to him. I say, hey, bro, look at this thing. And I pull out the fucking grenade launcher. I say, look at that. Isn't that brazy and crazy? You ever see something like this? It's full of tubes. It's made out of tubes.
Thank you.
He's like, is that one of those things you use to start a campfire really quick? Like you load it up with kindling and then light it at one end?
It's one of its purposes. You can also smoke, you can smoke things out of it.
He's like, oh.
Here, put your mouth on this end.
He looks down the barrel. He's
Oh
like,
my
dang, dude, that'd
God.
be a lot. You would have to stuff a
Yeah, you
lot.
don't want all that.
All right.
It's crazy though, huh?
It's like, you out of towners. Got some weird shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got our jorts too.
Hell yeah. Sporting those jorts.
My back.
Anyway, I show him the grenade launcher while Kate does shenanigans with Elfrip.
Thank you. Here you go, Alfred.
Chris, we are distracting this guard so that Kate can hand Elfrip an item of spider climb because he's currently hanging onto a window ledge by his teeth since his hands don't work right. So I told the Brian he could look at my grenade launcher and he could smoke things out of it. Tried to get him to put it in his mouth. He wouldn't do it.
Wow. What's the DC on a climb check with your teeth?
In this case, it was pretty easy. Elfrip makes any climb check harder by not having very strong hands and being small. But in this case, it was a pretty easy climb. So you guys are out in the courtyard on the south side of the manor. You've retrieved your goblin. The Brian has continued his yard work, cleaning up the courtyard here. What do you do?
Does the goblin come back down? Elfrip is back down now?
Wait.
I think Kate was going to get him off the windowsill.
Oh, I thought she was giving me those bracers so I could
Yep.
get in there.
I'll pick
Oh,
up.
they're feather fall.
And spider climb. So you can go higher, or you can come back down.
Do I need to send them to Elfrip, or can you use it from there? Does that work?
Oh no, you can hand them to him from there. You hand him up.
Okay.
Actually, you tell him to hang one of his arms down. You clamp it on. It barely fits. He has to keep his arm bent or they'll
Oh.
slide off.
Here.
So he's got his arms like clutched close to his fists are against his shoulders. His elbows are bent, trying to hold the bracers against his body so they don't fall off. But then he gets the spider climb effect on his feet.
Alfred likes this. He just skitters around on the wall for a second like a damn spider.
Having fun.
Incidentally, that's what you've heard the Lodge Bryans and stuff refer to the milk as spider milk.
Ew.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Oh God, I drank so much. Fort Save, do I vomit? Oh, I don't vomit. Oh God. Why do you call it that?
He's like,
You!
It's just a nickname. I don't think it's really spider milk.
Where do you think it's from?
I don't know.
Oh God.
That's so gross. I can't believe it.
Oh God, let's go talk to the fucking paladins. I want out of here.
Yeah, let's talk to the paladins.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up.
I don't want to think about how you milk a spider.
It might not be a spider. It might be
Very
an
carefully.
ettercap.
Yeah.
More like an udder
Hey,
cap.
since the Lodge Buckies are kind of ditzy, what if Elfrip were to just invite himself in and start telling them about Enchantique products as like a way into the conversation, and then ask about these people that freaked them out and why they left the room?
You know what? I do need that spider milk out of me. I drink the vomit capsule.
Ooh,
I've had that since Raven Grove.
Jesus. You throw up in the courtyard?
Yeah.
The Bryans come over like, oh, dude, you couldn't make it to the hole?
I'm vomiting for one straight round. I can't respond.
Yeah, man, I don't know what it is about guests. They can never throw up in the hole.
You have a hole? Where's the hole?
Like the poop holes. Yeah. Okay, so Elfrip can climb on walls. Gaspar is definitely occupying the nearby staff. Elfrip, you wish to enter the window?
yeah. I want to go talk to these Lodge Beckies now that Sir Idiot Fancy Pants is out of my line of sight.
Someone tall will have to open the window for you.
I'll help you. What do I have to roll?
Nothing. You just walk up.
Okay.
Kai's very tall and very strong. It's an old window and it's kind of stuck, and Elfrip's not very strong. And his hands are now occupied by clutching Kate's oversized bracelets to his chest.
Okay, I'll do it very discreetly, but I'm gonna open it for you.
It makes a horrible screeching sound and gets stuck a couple times. Kai has to use a little bit of strength, but he gets it open enough.
All right.
You see this Lodge Becky step over as Elfrip peeks through the window, and she's like, "Oh, this is not a guest area, okay?"
Hi, but I'm very cute, and your boss treats me like a pet. May I come in?
Did you need some more food? It seems like a food thing.
That would be great. May I come in for the food?
Sure.
Or I will.
Right
I
there.
can just.
Guests are not supposed to be in the kitchen, but yeah, here.
Well, what if Elfrip just stays on the windowsill? We can chat, and then I'm not in here, and we can still chat.
Okay, I'm gonna make you a basket. She gets a little basket, just a very small, with a little hoop handle, and puts some of those breakfast rolls, a couple strips of bacon, half of sort of little sausage, and some soul berries in it, and walks over and looks at your hands, which are clutched against your chest, and she's like, yeah, okay. And she holds it up to your mouth.
Thank you. This smells delicious. Hey, weird question. My friends were having a debate outside. What's the milk from?
She's like,
Do you
I
know?
don't know. They like to call it spider milk, but it's really kind of garlicky, so I think it's probably goat or something else.
Oh, oh my. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm concerned that you don't know the answer to that question. That's okay. I'll move on. So, I noticed that you seemed a little nervous earlier. What was with what we were my friends were asking about these people that came through and what what came across your mind when you heard that question?
She's like, oh, we don't really talk about other guests or stuff like that. You'll have to talk to the boss, you know?
Hmm. Well, you know, I am just a goblin. I don't have very much power. My party doesn't think much of me. Um, you could probably just tell me it can be a secret between you and I. I'm not really a guest here. Your boss has made that pretty clear.
We love you. What are you talking about?
Gaspar, I'm lying. I know it's unfamiliar territory for you.
Oh, could roll a bluff check.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, damn, got his ass.
She is sort of reluctant. She doesn't really want to give up any kind of information. And then she sees your Enchantique starter pack hanging off of your backpack.
Damn it.
And she says, oh, is that an Enchantique starter kit?
It is, and it can be all yours. If I can give you the ultimate discount. I'll give it to you for free. Um, if you can tell me a little bit about, what you were thinking when we were asking about those other individuals that may or may not have been here.
She says, oh, I have one on layaway already with Estovion, but I'm 4 months away from being able to buy it.
Oh, well, I think we both know Estovion is kind of a butthead. So, why don't I just go ahead and give this to you, and then when you get one from him, you'll have an extra.
She does seem somewhat tempted. Are you actually going to hand her the Enchantique pack?
Yeah, I'm gonna pilfer that shaker bottle out of it though.
Okay.
It's too valuable.
Well, then you have to put down the basket with your mouth, and the bracelets clank on the ground as you try to wrestle you back. Basically, Alfred just drops 7 different things on the floor around him, takes out the
Okay.
Enchantique
Oh,
pack. Right?
can I just stand here on the floor instead of sitting in the windowsill for a moment, ma'am?
Yeah, she
Miss?
looks a little alarmed as you climb through the window and start throwing 7 different things on the ground in the kitchen where you're not supposed to be. But you fish out the Enchantique pack, fish out the shaker, and hand it to her. And she does look enchanted by her new Enchantique pack. And then you pick up all your crap, and she says, well, I don't know if it's really worth all this, but I know that one of the girls that works for the madam was really scared the other week and was asking about the paladins when they were going to be here because she needed to see someone.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And when you say the madam, who are we talking about there?
Well, it's no secret. Madam Ivanja runs, company for sale. And one of her girls had, I guess, an encounter a couple months back, and she was concerned. And then she heard some paladins were coming, and she thought they would lay on hands her, and that would fix her. We all agreed that made sense.
What happened to the girl?
I
Why
don't
did she
know.
feel like she needed hands laid on her?
Well, I guess she had to, lie with some guests who were really creepy.
Oh my.
She got like some really bad vibes.
Oh, bad vibes. That's the worst.
Bro, the vibes were
That's
off.
Oh man, I hear you. Vibes. We need to do a vibe check. I know a guy who could do that. Are you still listening to me, Gaspar? Are you still eavesdropping on this?
Yeah.
Right outside the window, they calmly eavesdropped.
Um. So you said it was Madame Avancha?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it was the paladins that are here now. Is that who your girl was waiting for?
She was hoping they could help her. I don't know if she's gotten to go see them yet, but I hope they helped her.
And when were the guests here that she was so scared of?
She was talking about this weeks ago. It seemed like they were here a month or two ago.
Okay. This is super helpful. Thank you very much, Lodge Becky.
She is.
Or would you prefer just Becky or Lodge Rebecca?
She's like, oh, they call us Lodge Beckies, but that's not my name. That's not any of our names, actually. I think it's
Oh,
just a weird term of maybe, I hope, respect. She smiles, unsure.
well, if you had your druthers, would you prefer to be Lodge Becky or a different name?
She says, oh, well, my name is Michaela.
Oh, nice to meet you, Michaela.
Thank you.
You've been doing a great
Nice.
job as a Lodge Becky here.
And your name is Junk Goblin?
Alfred.
Oh, Elfrib. How nice.
Junk Goblin.
What'd you say, Tim?
Junk Goblin.
That's why I'm dropping everything. That's all junk. Any other questions I should ask, or that Elfrip wouldn't normally think of
Your
to
granddaddy be
ask?
junk goblin every evening.
Oh.
Oof.
What was the name of the woman who runs the escort company?
Was that Madame Avancha? Oh,
Yes.
wait, Michaela is Madame Avancha the one who ran the escort company?
Yes. Her cabin's up in the northwest by the Huntsmasters.
Oh, thank you. That's very helpful.
Mm-hmm. She's very nice. She can be a bit stern, but I think she's a nice lady. She takes good care of her people.
About how long does it take other travelers to get to her lodge
Oh,
or her cabin?
not very long. It's about 100 feet that way, and she points toward the dining room direction.
Oh. Oops.
What's the name of the employee who got all borked? Does she know?
I think it was Niama who was talking about it. Mm-hmm.
Niyama.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is her name, is she going to respond to Niyama or Lodge Becky first?
Oh, she's not a Lodge Becky. She's a Lodge Jamie.
Oh, okay.
Dude, what is going on?
The Lodge Jamies are all, Madame Ivanja's special
What the fuck is a lodge, Jamie?
There you go.
companions. And, some are boys and some are girls, and some are kind of not boys or not girls.
I'm a
and
lodge, Timmy.
They're all really, they're all charming and they're all very beautiful.
As you can probably tell, I am very good with beautiful women like yourself. So
Oh,
I think
thank
we're
you.
gonna have an okay time chatting with them. That enchantique starter kit, that's probably gonna help even more for you to help spread the love, spread the beauty.
She says, oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate this, and thank you for saying that. They told me I was just not cute enough to be a Lodge Jamie, so I'd have to be a Lodge
Oh
Becky.
God.
Aw.
They're fools, Michaela. I think it's probably about time for me to take leave, so you don't get in any trouble,
Yeah, you're gonna get
Michaela.
us in trouble. Get out of here. She stuffs more
Okay,
strips of bacon in your basket.
Thank you so much. I love bacon. I wasn't sure about what was on the table earlier. Hey Gaspar, can you give me a hand with some shit? I got stuff for you. I know you're
Okay.
listening.
Yeah, I carry the stuff. I hold up my arms.
Gaspar, this is Michaela. She's lovely. Michaela, this is my friend Gaspar. He's also very good and very lawful. If you have any questions for him that you might have had for those paladins, he's great. Right, Gaspar?
Hello, I'm a cop.
He's lawful before he's good.
Yeah, I can answer all sorts of paladin-esque questions. But I can also eat this entire basket of snacks that this goblin has acquired.
Can I please have some of those snacks? They look pretty good.
Yeah, we'll do a... Yeah, you earned them. Here you go.
Thank you.
Good job.
Goblin D snacks.
Okay, we want to talk to the paladins or the Jamies first?
I don't know.
Maybe.
No.
Wow.
God.
I don't know. No.
Oh my god, dude.
What's
Crazy.
Why is it so broken?
Because I've said it's the way I've set it up.
Hot damn, he is munching.
Let's talk to the Lodge Jamies first.
I agree. Sounds like they know the most, so Estovion may be there murdering them right now.
Yep.
True.
Let's just go.
Let's go save some Jamies.
We monkey
All right,
pound.
we're looking for Niyama.
He cooking.
Okay. You guys head up around to the west side of the manor. You see the hedge maze to the right. The incredibly difficult hedge maze. And what must be the Huntsmaster's cottage is directly in front of you. You can see that it has animal, you can hear some dogs barking in there, actually.
Ugh.
And then there's a cabin beyond it, which would be the northwesternmost cabin.
We go.
We go.
Okay. As you guys approach this area, the dogs go absolutely berserk in the pens right over here. They just start howling. Borking up a storm.
Hope does not enjoy this place.
Anyone have any animal spells?
I mean, I speak dog.
Bark, bark. Bark, bark, bark. I have bark skin. Does that count?
Yeah.
Does not count.
Damn.
Totally
that
counts.
sucks.
I don't think monstrous physique works for doggo.
This is the watchtower, and this is a locked up, looks like storage room. Doesn't look like anybody lives there. It's just sort of a storage hut. And then this tower looks towards the northwest of the compound over the wall. And then this lovely little cabin next to it is much prettier. It has flowers in the windowsills, and the grass around it is very manicured. It looks like a lovely little cottage.
I step back and get in position to offer +2 with the appropriate people skill. You want intimidate or Diplo standing behind you, Kate?
Probably Diplo with the Jamies, and then see if they like us before we try to scare them.
All right, I'll stand back here and look polite.
I'm up here with you, Miss Kate.
I think they're in this door to the west.
Oh, I'll come up here with you.
You guys are stacked up on this storage room.
Hell yeah.
Knock, knock.
You guys can faintly hear some voices from the tower to the north. While you're standing around in this little courtyard, the door opens and you see a leopard-spotted rug and a Brian who's clearly just suiting up for the day, putting on his belt and slinging his bow and arrow over his shoulder. He's like, "Whoa, what are you guys up to?" He's like, "Oh," looks at Madame Evange's hut and smiles at you. "Hell yeah." He keeps walking.
Oh boy.
That was easy.
Yeah, he goes over here, he gets lost in the
We are here for
hedgerows.
consensual and legally purchased intercourse. Yes.
Yes. As cops, that is what we are here to do. Yep. So we just knock on the door.
You knock on the door?
Yeah.
Okay. You
Oh,
hear
good. The cat has arrived. Hello.
You hear a deadbolt slide. And you hear the door unlock, and you see it crack open, and you see a beautiful Varisian woman with black hair. She is, at the moment, does not have the lipstick and other fineries on that you see. She is in what looks like a giant, fuzzy, Ascanor-colored bathrobe. And she is standing in flip-flops. She still has quite a pretty face, and she's like, "Well, obviously, we're not open yet."
That's okay. We were actually just hoping to talk with you.
She says, "Whoa, wait a minute." Oh, God. Terrible perception by her. She can see the badges, though. She's like, "Oh. Do I need to make a reservation for 5?
No.
No. No. Just looking for some information. That's all. No one's
Information about what?
I'll look at Elfrip. Like, are we going straight for telling her who we're trying to find?
Lodge Becky Michaela, said that maybe you had some information about some folks that we need to know more about for safety reasons. Can we come in and talk with you about those things?
Lodge Becky should keep such knowledge to herself.
She says, "I don't talk about guests, and I don't reveal anything that goes on with my staff to others. So I'm afraid I can't help you."
We heard one of your girls got hurt.
Well, then you heard wrong.
Yeah.
We're
Weird.
under the impression these folks were maybe not even guests here, if that changes your opinion.
Yeah. We wanted to keep you and your friends safe. We would like to. Oh, we're only here to help.
She says, "We are quite safe," holding up one finger. She holds up another and says, "None of my girls have been hurt in months." She holds up a third finger. The last one to get hurt was later satisfied by hearing that the one who harmed her was accidentally killed in a Titan boar hunt. So we're quite all right.
Discern lies.
Sure. She is not lying about any of that. And she's not lying when she says none of her people have been recently hurt.
What about Niyama a couple of months ago?
She says, "Niyama is fine. She is still here and still working. And if you'd like to hire her, her fee for a group your size is 250 gold."
her just to talk to her. Yeah.
That's a lot of gold.
What about for a
Yeah.
smaller party? I don't feel like Gaspar here is gonna have a lot of fun.
But you are?
I love women. What can I say?
Oh my god.
Especially tall women. How tall is this Niama?
Yeah.
And they're all tall to Elfrip.
That's right. The whole world is just my type.
Except other goblins.
Ew.
Really?
I don't know. What can I say?
That's wild, dude.
He likes what he likes.
How much for just Elfrip?
250.
Why did you specify it's a party of this size for 250?
She says the price for Niama, an evening with Niama, is 250.
Nyama.
Alternatively, we find out what she looks like and we sneak around until we can talk to her.
You want to brain bake this lady?
Sure. Worth a shot. Anybody distract her while I go in?
Does she seem uneasy talking about what happened to Niyama?
Can roll a sense motive on her. No. You suspect that she is just using this as an opportunity to fleece you guys for an extra fee since she saw the badges. And she knows you'll expense it anyway if you can. She even
Fencing
offers to write you a
prostitution,
receipt. Yeah. She's like, I can write you a receipt for whatever. Livestock rental.
Jesus.
Yikes.
Just gonna do the
Okay. You think you're picking up surface thoughts from her. Let's see, you get her intelligence score. Her intelligence is a little above average, not a lot. She's smarter than the average Lodge Jamie. And surface thoughts after several rounds. Okay. You get, as you guys discuss this, you get the surface thoughts kind of confirming the sense motive check that she is looking to make money off you guys. You get that Niyama did have a weird experience of some type with customers like 2 months back. And she's thinking something along the lines of, I've heard the story, it's getting boring, but if we can make 250 gold off the story, that's great. The story will be fun again for me. And you confirm from her surface thoughts that Niyama was indeed unharmed and untouched by whoever hired her.
Well, that's good. Wonder what that was about then.
Okay, you mind if I try something? Ma'am, we're not interested in hiring Niyama or paying 250 gold to talk to her and hear a story that it sounds like everybody around here already knows. So, if you could just allow us to speak with her,
lack of respect
then
for
there
the
won't
law.
need to be an investigation into whether or not you're obstructing justice right now.
Oof.
Oof. You're
Got
the
it.
bad guy in any Law and Order TV show.
Hell yeah.
28, intimidate. I'm not trying to be scary. I'm trying to make it seem like we're more trouble than we're worth, and we should just be allowed to talk to this person.
Kate, you sense her sort of...
We're Benson and Stabler in her.
You sense her sort of frustration at that, and she looks at Gaspar, sort of drops the pleasantry and the polite look, and does indeed look like an angry woman in a bathrobe again. And she's like... I want some assurance that whatever this is, and she kind of waves her hand in a circle around you guys, it's not coming back on me or any of my people, no matter what.
You are not our primary targets. We're just trying to get some help finding them.
She says,
I nod.
I get that. But I also get that a bunch of marshals showing up in the middle of nowhere, banging on my door, is indication that whoever Niama encountered is dangerous. And I'd like to know for sure that danger's not going to come back and bite her or me.
We have no intention of revealing where we got any of our information. And we have... Oh, go on, Alfred.
And Danger's not much of a biter.
Oh, I was gonna make the same joke, but I was like, I don't know if I should.
Hell
yeah. You can see I was well, if you were on my computer, you see I was typing it in the chat.
Great minds think alike, and so do you two.
Yep. Oh.
She says, well, then, just want a 200 gold assurance fee.
I just stare at her. I'm just staring at her for a minute. I don't say anything.
150 gold, however long you... These people work for a living.
200 gold, and I don't even get to sleep with anyone.
She says, all right, I'll find her, come back after lunch, and I'll let you meet with her here under my supervision.
Is there any way we could do this quicker than that? We're on a schedule.
Yep.
I look at Kate, and I look at the rest of the party, and how do I convey to them that I'm worried Estovion is going to give everyone a talking to? I don't want that fucker to get here before we do.
The situation is quite pressing, and we would like to have it dealt with as soon as possible for Niama's safety as well as everyone else's.
She lets out a noise of frustration and pulls out whatever is holding her hair up on her head, and it flings down around her shoulders. She looks all of you in the eye in turn and goes, God damn it. And slams the door. And you hear stomping around inside. Right. You hear a long string of obscenities. You hear an object or two dropped, maybe a chair tipped over. And maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes later, you see the door open. She is wearing an attractive outfit. She has just the briskest version of makeup on and her hair back in a ponytail. And she's like, it will literally cost me money to walk around here looking like an unkempt hag. I hope you realize that.
We're sorry.
We appreciate your generosity. Yeah.
She is sort of mumbling an endless string of obscenities, like, my only credibility around here is being beautiful to these fucking pigs. Every moment I walk around here looking like a regular nobody. What?
Can anyone cast Disguise Other? Anyone have that laying around?
No.
I was gonna say, you could just disguise her as a very make-up version of herself. Well, sorry.
Does anyone here know how to do makeup?
Alfred could set her on fire pretty easy.
Oh my god. Disguise her as Ash.
That would be the hottest version of her.
Wow.
She stops here outside the west doors and she goes, God, you guys are following me around like a bunch of ducklings. She says, I'll find her and I'll bring her to your room immediately. Go to your room and wait for me there. And she turns and looks
Okay,
north into the hedge maze and sees O'Brien standing facing a wall of vines. And she goes, "Hey!" And he turns around and he goes, "Oh, whoa." She's like, "Yeah, this way." He comes out.
What is wrong with these guys? I don't remember where our rooms are.
Are we
I know
going
they're on
back
the
to
second
our
floor.
room? I don't.
Cell here.
Are you going back to your rooms?
Are we?
Yeah, might as well. What do you guys
Okay,
think?
let's go. I was like,
Unless
where
he
did
intercepts
everyone
them
go?
on the way, but hopefully not.
Apparently over here is where everyone went.
Okay, we'll go upstairs. Let's see.
Ah, it's the room with all our watches in it.
Yeah. And
Tell me why I pictured wristwatches.
Hmm?
yeah, why would you?
Mommy's in here. Mommy. Odinvaya went in the
Seeing him running in.
bathroom.
She's
Dismiss
wants a little privacy.
here. Danger, I'll get you. You don't have to. I'll drag you to where you need to go.
Where's my party?
This way. Nyom. 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 Okay.
Should we scope out a good escape plan in case she's about to double cross us?
My escape plan is murder.
I got
Escape plan is go for it, let your fire out.
I got this void shard right here.
Okay.
Silence.
All right, you guys leave through the window and I'll fireball the place. That's the plan.
I'm sold. That sounds awesome.
Okay. About 10 minutes goes by.
Violencia.
You guys do anything in the intervening time?
I'll shift and give them a middle finger for not letting werewolves in.
I
Oh,
try to get. Let's see. I try to get Kai to eat grape tongue.
That's it? That's your 10-minute plan?
What would that do?
It gives you +8 versus mind affecting attacks for 3 minutes.
And I would be licking and smacking the whole time
Yes.
that she was in here.
And everything you say is heard as incoherent babbling.
What do you think, she's gonna mind control us?
No, I just think you'd be really funny with a purple mouth going. Blah, 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 blah.
Can I take a rain check on that?
Yeah, I'll try again later.
Okay.
Okay. 10 minutes later, there's a knock at the door.
Don't answer it.
Okay.
They don't.
No, no, we do answer it. We do.
He's got qual. I get and all.
Whoa.
What just happened?
It lost its mind. Occasionally, 11 Lamps just loses its damn mind.
Once I'm done having a stroke. Hello?
As you open the door, you see two women in armor with white sort of headscarves and long swords on their back. They are standing sort of at military attention in front of the door. Clearly one of them knocked. Behind them is Madame Evanja and a lovely young woman. And Evanja says, 100 gold. You put it straight into her hands, and our bodyguards have to be present.
$50 gold. We're gonna be in here 10 minutes.
It came down from 250.
You came down from an exorbitant price.
She shuts the door in your face.
Don't shut
damn
my
it.
door
God
in
damn
me.
it. How productive is it gonna be with like the guards standing around?
It'll be fine.
Okay.
Pay it, we can split it out of our...
Yeah,
Let's
we'll split it.
We'll split
God
it. That's
fucking
why I
damn
didn't
it.
buy anything last time, so I knew this shit was gonna come up.
Listen to these penny pinching motherfuckers.
Goddamn.
I'm
Well,
broke,
I have,
dog.
like,
I spent all my
300.
money on bombs.
And prostitutes. What?
Bombs and prostitutes, baby. Okay, how much?
Good cop.
Yeah, so true.
There's 5 of us. Everybody spends 20 gold.
That's fine.
Okay.
This fucking Shutterwood sucks ass. I hate this forest. Everything here costs money and we can't kill it.
Let them
That's
in?
why Kate left.
I know all that in law school, but yeah.
Hi, ladies. Sorry for my friend Gaspar. He is such a mega downer. Come on in.
Okay. Okay. The bodyguards sort of flank. They
I am a bit of a downer. Not
look in
gonna
the
lie.
bathroom very quickly, and they just sort of stand on either side of this young lady and Madame Evanja. And Madame Evanja leans back against the wall just inside the door and says, "All right, here she is." And you see a lovely young woman of 20-something, hair in a long dark braid, sort of peasant outfit, but an attractive one, well put together. She could be a lodge Becky, other than she seems to have sort of a more sophisticated air about her. She's very polite, makes eye contact, and even smiles back at you guys. She's sort of like a trained hospitality staff person.
Hello. Thank you for agreeing to talk with us.
She says, yes, it's about something that happened a while ago, right?
Yeah. We were wondering what that was.
Well, they said they were nobles from Cortad. And they were dressed a little strangely. And they were sort of unsettling. I thought it was going to be a rough evening, but they just sort of sat in the room with me for maybe over an hour. At one point, they asked me to dance for them, which I did. And they didn't ask for a seductive dance. They asked for a cultural dance from Faricia, which I did. And I did several for them. And they waited around for a long time until another man came. And then they asked me to leave. I came back to my room an hour later and they had gone.
So they asked you to dance for them, and you did, and that went on for a while, and then they left, or you left,
They asked
when
me to
another
leave.
dude showed up?
Mm-hmm. A very
How
large man.
What race was this man? Like a human? Half-orc?
He had silverish hair. He looked like a woodsman. He smelled like a beast. He was very tall and very strong.
Miss Niyama, I heard that you sought out some paladins after your encounter with these fellows. What made you think to seek them out?
She says, I don't possess the talent, but my mother was a cleric of Caden, and she had a sense of men or women or anyone who would do us harm. She seemed to know ahead of time who we had to worry about back in Sandpoint and who we didn't. It was like a sixth sense, and I don't think I really have it, but For the first time in my life, around those men, I felt like I did. I felt like there was some imminent danger to them, and I've never felt that way about any of our patrons.
Sorry you felt that way.
They looked at me, and what scared me was I didn't think they wanted anything from me. I was just sort of there. And then when they wanted me gone, they really wanted me gone right away. So I felt like I had nothing to offer them, nothing to bargain with.
And this was a month and a half, 2 months ago?
I think so, yeah.
Did you happen to get anyone's name that was there?
She says, when the big man came in, he said something, muttered it under his breath. Something like, Are you Varuth? Are you Varud? Then they told me to get out.
A name that we've heard? Can I roll it? Is there a check?
Gaspar's writing all this shit down, by which I mean I'm writing in Foundry's absolute dog tier note system.
Hell yeah.
It's awful. It's
Hell
just
yeah.
constantly smacking me around.
Yeah.
I think we actually do have that name. Let me check the Vorkstag ledgers. That sounds
Everybody's
familiar.
Vorkstag. Everybody's Vorkstag.
Vorkstag until proven otherwise.
Vorkstag's dead. He can't hurt you anymore.
Yeah, that's what they want you to think.
Do we know that?
Was it-
Do we know that he's dead?
Yeah, we were told, I think,
Ah.
that B Team killed him. Was it Vrood? Was that the name?
She says, I think so.
Drow sign language, Oren Vrood, Vorkstag Corpse Customer Ledger.
Welsh.
And you said the big man spoke to... The big man walked in and said, Are you Vrood?
Mm-hmm. He looked right past me, too.
How long were these men at the lodge?
Hours.
Really? They
Just
showed
a
up,
couple,
stayed for a few hours, and...
Just a couple hours. They did not stay, and I know they weren't entered into the books. I don't know how they got past the guards late at night, but the meeting was set up with me. And the madam says, Estovion said, have one of your girls right away occupy a party of 3. So we did.
You could drive a truck past those guards without them noticing. What's a truck? I vomit.
I vomit.
I vomit.
How many of these men were there?
This week.
I vomit.
For real, for real.
The 3 in black and the big man.
Do you remember any facial characteristics or other traits of the men in robes? Height, hairstyle, hair color, were they human?
She says they're not in robes per se, black travel cloths that were very worn, but very fine. They looked like, I mean, they would have looked like city folk to me, except for their clothes were so travel worn. And the big man called Vrood, was very pale, short, messy, sort of silver and black hair. And whenever he sat with a shadow upon his head, just from wherever he sat or moved in the room, I thought I could see his eyes glowing in the dark at me.
Ew.
Knowledge, religion. What the fuck humanoid has glow-in-the-dark eyeballs? And I ask her what color were his glow-in-the-dark eyeballs.
What she describes, a human that can see in the dark, is a human who has cast dark vision, for one possibility. Or a half-elf, but she says his ears were rounded. So, but some half-elves show no sign that they are half-elves. Or rarer cases, there are things such as fetchlings, samsarans. These are 0.001% of the population. Dhampir are ultra rare. Statistically, most likely a human with a dark vision spell or dark vision potion.
Okay. And you said the big man, Vrood, and the other two, they were all human?
I think so. The big
They
man,
look human.
if I'd only smelled him and not seen him, I would have said he was a boar or a stag or some wild animal, a bear. Man or
Kate, does
bear?
that sound like... Kate, does that sound like any of your like werewolf tribes got like a real smell to them? Because this guy sounds very animalistic.
Can I roll for it? Does it sound familiar?
Knowledge local. How'd you do? 21. It could be... There's some strains of like the broken ones in their human forms, if they assume human form, usually are more reddish brown hair. They're all kind of big families. They're all sort of distantly related. You know, everybody's fourth cousin. So, but the Silverhides, the Broken Wolves, they have a lot of people with black hair that silvers early in life. So by the time they're late 20s, early 30s, they have this sort of silver gray look to them. Mm-hmm. And when they're in their wolf forms, it really shows because full body fur.
Yeah. Right.
And any of them that live in the woods full time, to a civilized person, such as a gal that works at a luxury lodge, would probably smell pretty strong.
Yeah. I'll pass that on to you guys.
Okay. So we think a dude named Oren Vrood, who is one of Vorkstag and Grind's corpse customers, met with a Silverhide werewolf a month and a half ago, and they just had Niyama here so that they could have a private room to meet in. They stayed for a couple hours, and they left.
Yep.
And everyone involved looked human, except for Twinkle Eyes or whatever the fuck he had going on.
Does this mean we need to talk to the Silverhides?
It means that I think whenever we talk to them, they may try to murder us.
True.
True. So let's get ready for that.
Any friend of Vorkstag's is not a friend of ours.
True.
Okay. Do we have any other questions for Niyama?
I don't.
None that we can ask in front of the rest of them. Why is
Right.
the leader of the lodge so damn shady?
Well, we might as well ask that, right?
Yeah.
Will it get back to him that we asked that?
Who cares? We'll beat his ass.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's old. I can, like, take him, probably.
In a fist fight, certainly.
I
Yeah.
suspect that, I mean, I don't know, but I can't imagine that he would want the Lodge Jamie here telling us things anyway. So I don't
Right.
know that Ivanja would tell him whatever is said here, because Estovion
Yeah.
surely knows more about those guys than he let on, seeing as how he pretended like he had no idea who we were talking about.
Right.
And they weren't entered on the books. So he knows things. He doesn't want us to find that out. Ivanja probably knows that and probably won't tell him about this chat.
That makes
Source,
sense.
I worked here for years.
Yes.
It's Gaspar's secret backstory. He's a Lodge Brian.
And if I'm wrong, we'll just kill everybody.
Yeah, no, that
They
works.
used to all be called Lodge Gaspars before he left.
Yeah.
It
Actually,
wasn't catchy.
He's William Gaspar, so he was a Lodge Billy.
Lodge
Lodge
Billy.
Billy. Lodge Billy.
Like, in as diplomatic a way as possible. Something like, you've noticed that Estovian doesn't want to discuss certain guests. Do you think he might have any knowledge of what those guys were doing here?
Niyama looks uncomfortably at Madame Ivanja and says, I don't know. I didn't speak to him that night. And Madame says, you don't have to answer that one, honey. All we can tell you is that I think, Madame Ivanja says, I think Estovion was surprised to see these guys roll up. I don't know why he let them book us, but he did. He didn't give him a room. And I'll tell you this, for a day or two after they left, he was locked up in his library, feverishly researching or doing something.
It's very helpful, thank you.
She says, she looks at all of you in the face and says, don't burn down my house.
Doing our damnedest.
Me especially.
Yeah, she does. She's just saying it as a figure of speech. She doesn't realize that Elfrip is technically a WMD.
Hey.
And I think Anna was saying that to the cats, not to me. So.
That sounded like cat yelling, yeah.
Yeah, we got a stalker. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Hell yeah. Okay.
So,
Anything else?
Just to the party. Maybe we should try to get into that library.
Yeah, I think so. Whoa, my cats are killing each other too.
Hell yeah.
We appreciate the information. We will never share with anyone from where we learned this. And if you ever see those men again, you should be extremely cautious and think of a very good lie regarding the group of us. But if we find them, no one will ever see them again.
Good luck. And Niyama says, do I need to do anything to cleanse my aura from being around them?
I'm gonna kill Twinkly so hard.
Should I? Here. Yeah, would you like me to cleanse your aura?
She looks at the Pharasma symbol.
As someone who also
and
has twinkly eyes, hey now.
She nods.
Okay. Let's see. Detect evil to see if she actually has any lingering presence, but I doubt it.
She does not.
Okay. Then she gets a super bless.
Whoa. She stands upright and she says, "Thank you. I feel so much better."
You're welcome.
The madam
That'll
and
be
the
100 gold.
bodyguards, no. They leave.
I'll be right back. I gotta break up a cat fight.
Hell yeah.
Got one purring aggressively, sitting with me, and the others are scattered.
God damn it, I've run clean out of lube again. Where's my weekly shipment?
Okay. Jesus.
Pterodactyl.
I don't know why you went pterodactyl mode.
Gwah.
Low energy, Sean Bean.
That is significantly less fun and entertaining.
Replay that for Tim when he gets back.
It's like the beginning of the Who song. All right. So, done with that interrogation. Time to burn down a library.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Follows our track record of destroying priceless artifacts. We're selling them.
Elfrip, do you still have some of them baked goods?
Right here, my dude.
Thanks, bud.
Okay. So you guys want to head downstairs and check out the library?
Yeah.
I'm sure Tim will agree to whatever you say when he gets back.
Nom 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 nom.
Oh, doing a snoop.
Nom 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 nom.
It sounds kind of French.
Yeah.
Nom 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 nom.
You didn't know Elfrip could speak French, but he can.
Everything's so creaky around here.
Yeah. Lo-fi creeks, right?
Yeah. Lo-fi creaks to relax to.
ASMR.
ASMR.
Askinor Lodge is distinctively... Yeah. ASMR.
Askinor.
There it is.
AS
Very calming. Very soothing
Yep.
sound to hear.
As a long-time ASMR listener, I have to agree. Askinor.
Okay. So you guys had you guys have no idea where the library is. Do you want to ask somebody?
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Yeah, literally.
You didn't know Elfrip could speak Spanish, but he can.
Elfrip remembers one phrase.
Bilingual king.
Yeah, I mean, the Bryans are pretty dumb. Just be like, hey, we're looking for some good reading on our vacation. Where's the library?
Yeah, the nearest Brian you asked that to.
Lord Brian, where is the library?
He says, well, Estovion's got all the boring books on the first floor by the dining hall, but some of his boring books are on this floor towards the west end. They're
Thanks,
really
Becky.
bad though. They're super dumb. The best books are in the Huntsmaster's house because he has cool shit. He has the good books. He has monthly subscription to Crossbows and Cryptids, which is awesome. It has pictures and sometimes pop-ups. And then he's an avid reader, and he says contributor to Shudderwood Survivalist monthly. And then he has an awesome book that he reads to sometimes on story night called Woodsman Poetry.
Oh. They're so precious and dumb.
Yeah, that's very helpful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. He's like, yeah, so you guys don't want to read it, but the boring shit is just straight that way. To the west.
Okay. Yeah, we should check out the boring shit and see what not to read, you know?
He's like, that's one way to do it. Yeah.
Hmm. Want to check that one out while we're on this floor and then go from there?
Okay. It is straight through this way, and the door is open. You're on that's east. It's the other way.
Okay. So
You're
true.
in an empty bedroom there.
East.
Waste. I never said I was directionally gifted.
That's fine. You're on the second floor landing above the stairs. There's bearskin rugs, fireplaces, and
Jeebus.
on your right is a very heavy door with iron reinforced hinges and locks, and it appears to be locked. It looks like some bedroom with just a higher level of security than yours. And across the hall to the south of that, you see a small library with rows upon rows of many, many books.
About the books?
I love books.
Do you? I thought you just sold them.
You gotta love them in order to know what they're worth.
Never let Graham live it down. Never, ever, ever, ever.
No, we will not.
No, it's funny. It's honestly funny.
It comes in waves. I think it started out funny and then it was overdone for a while, but now it's circling back for me. I'm enjoying it again.
All Kai do is die and sell Iliad.
It's a classic Kai meme, you know, from like the early era Kai.
Yeah, when I was really getting a feeling for what was happening.
He was like cutting ghouls in half and selling priceless artifact books without reading it.
Very good.
Yeah.
And now I only cut ghouls in half.
Yeah. It's a weird lifestyle, but that's what he did. Okay, so you guys look through the library here. You find there are a lot of books here that are obviously set out for the guests. There is a bunch of, you would call it Ustalavian fluff. There's a book called Corpse Cartography that is a controversial tome when it was first released, found to be merely a collection of unsavory rumors of noble activity in Ardeal before the capital was moved. Such scandalous rituals as grandpa piñatas and jack-o'-lantern therapy are contained within. No actual knowledge.
Don't tell Farah about Grandpa Pinatas.
You find a book called Fog of the Mindspin. Journey through the fog-enshrouded Mindspin Mountains, where the narratives of lost travelers merge into spine-chilling anthology. The stories blur the line between reality and madness, infused with dark humor about human frailty.
Huh.
You like horror?
Midnight Melange, a collection of eerie tales centered around the ghostly dances held under the moonlit skies of Ardeal. It's a waltz through time and memory where the dead lead and the living follow, often to their doom.
Ooh, kinky.
I'm not going to read all of this one, but it's basically Game of Thrones, but everybody's a ghoul.
That's cool.
That's cool. Game of Thrones, but everyone's a ghoul.
It's called Empire of the Eaten.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Ghoulveria.
What's up? Oh my god.
We're not sure what Danger was trying to say, but that's what came out.
Just turn up the style on everyone's 11 labs to max.
Okay, and then the Feldgrau Foodie is also in here, which is a actually knowledge local on this. Those of you that buy it.
I return, I must see.
Feldgrau is a ruined town. This book is very old, but it is a review of restaurants from when Feldgrau was an existent city. It's to the southeast, pretty far. And it describes 3 different restaurants in that area, including the Ghoulish Gourmet, Carrion Cafe, and the Shady Skank. Oops, Shady Shank.
Pompeii travel guide-ass book.
Yeah. And apparently their rating system is out of 7 knives. So.
That's good. That's very good.
This is what you would call the guest library. And then what the Brian suggested is Estovion's library is actually farther to the west.
God damn it.
Well, keep going to that one.
But if you want any of those books, they're in this object here.
Yes. I'm gonna steal Game of Ghouls. Read it on our travels.
Oh, I think I need the Feldgrau Foodie.
I'm gonna take Midnight Malanga.
Hell yeah.
Very good.
I will not sell it.
You could. No one
My
would judge you
fingers-
or hold it over your head.
No one would say that. If you're listening, Josh, no one would say that.
Oh, he's listening.
I know he's listening, that's why I said that.
Yeah.
Because he started it. Anyway.
Okay. Did he start it?
Snooping?
Man,
I think so.
That's some campaign
He was like,
lore.
you sold the Iliad? And kind of started.
Okay, perception checks in here. Okay. There are a number of very boring books in here. Some are old, some are new, most are just very scholarly, very esoteric. A lot of stuff you would find in the Lepstadt libraries, frankly. Nothing particularly keen other than while you guys are kind of sifting through and looking at stuff, Kai picks up a book off the shelf and a note slides out. A little piece of paper slips out of the bottom of it. And on that piece of paper, it says, in somebody's handwriting, it says, "See Halo of Dreams." And you'll also notice that there is a staircase up to a locked door on the north side of the room, and a fireplace on the south, and a bunch of bookcases of boring shit.
Is Halo of Dreams a book on these shelves?
Don't see it anywhere.
Huh. What about that? It might be in this room up here.
There are several spots on the shelves where it looks like there was a book and it's now gone.
Should I take the note just in case?
Probably.
Hmm?
Probably.
Okay. And, or could it be referring to, no, probably not. Huh.
What are we looking at?
There's a note I found in this book that said, "See Halo of Dreams."
Is there a book in here called Halo of Dreams?
No, we already checked.
I suggested looking at this door up here that's locked.
Yeah.
Perception
Should
check,
I-
Kate. And
Should I roll?
Kai on the door.
Okay.
Use the book.
I'm not wearing my helmet, so I'm actually useful-ish.
I go perceive the other side of the room. I'm over here looking for clues away from the suspicious and probably trapped door.
No way.
Let's split up and look for clues, gang.
And
It is locked, Kai, but you don't see any traps or any other nasty things about it. Just a locked
Okay.
door that leads upward to another level of the library.
Is disable device what I'd roll, or would I roll survival?
No, disable device is right. You want to
Okay.
unlock it?
Yep.
With a nat 20? Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
unlock it. And shall I? Everybody, get over here. So, just in case something comes out of this door, we'll be ready.
Okay. As Kai takes out a lockpick from his pocket, puts it in the lock, immediately flicks the tumbler, and you hear the lock disengage. There is an explosion of slimy liquid out of hidden reserves in the door. And
Ew.
Kai is covered head to toe in a transparent, greasy, slimy substance. And Kate, you are immediately bowled over with a powerful, powerful cologne, like Axe body spray, just intense.
Oh, no thanks.
Greased up
What a
horsey
steep
poo.
situation.
Or seafood.
Take a step back.
That's a possible episode title right there.
You guys are covered in Calvin Carpenter.
Aw, shit, dude. I mean,
Ugh.
this is embarrassing. I'm all slimy.
Some days I regret having a wolf nose.
Yeah, I'm sure that's probably really strong.
Kai, your thinking is this was a non-lethal trap in case the guests stumble into it, but yeah.
Huh. Well,
Very, very well hidden.
well, obviously they didn't want us to see this, because
But the door
got
is
all this
unlocked.
slime. So, are we ready for me to open it?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, is everyone ready? I ask.
Ready.
Yeah, I'll come over
I
from where I
shout
was
at
hiding.
Gaspar and Danger. Are we ready?
Ready.
Let's
I mean,
open
ready.
this door. Okay, no.
Why are you shouting?
Hey, it's worth noting that Estovion knew or had magical wards that tripped whenever we cast, like, detect lies or whatever earlier. So he surely has magical wards that tell him when people fuck with this door. This whole place is yoked up. So he knows we're here. He knows what we're doing. Just be ready for that.
We have. I'm already covered in door slime, so I feel like.
You'd be able
know,
to smell it anyway.
I feel like he would just take one look at me and say, "Oh, that's my door slime." So, I'm just gonna open this door.
Does he smell like Calvin Carpenter?
It's something similar to that, yeah. It could be Calvin Carpenter. It's definitely grease along with a pungent perfume.
What the hell is this? Oh, a ladder.
At the top of beyond the door was a ladder, and you climb that. You're in a library, which looks like it's got a huge desk, very comfy chair, some nice soft rugs, and 2 more bookshelves full of boring stuff.
If you guys want to toss
Guess
this
we found
room,
the real library.
I'm gonna hang out in the room that we just came from and pretend to read a book right there and close the door behind me.
Okay.
A distraction if he shows up.
What's this white thing that Elfrip is next to?
That is I have no idea what that is. I think it's a bar to hold a drape, because I think there's actually a window that could see out of this tower. But the map maker didn't make it exactly clear what that is. I didn't make
The
this map.
The map maker has made some interesting choices.
Yes, they have.
Okay.
Received a 17.
Can I search around in here for the
Sure.
Halo of Dreams?
Sure. You find it sitting in the center of the desk here. Along with a number of other things.
Okay, let me see what it is.
Let's see. Okay, here, you can grab it out of here. The Halo of Dreams discusses ancient Desnan, the faith of the goddess Desna, an artifact called the Dusk Moth that was traced back thousands of years to Varesia. It was brought at some point to the Shutterwood, where it was disassembled and incorporated into a great observatory temple, which they called the Stairs of the Moon. And high atop that observatory, you could witness divine phenomena involving Desna.
Stairs of the Moon, I know that place.
Do you guys want to read what I saw right here? That's what I saw when I picked up the book. Yeah. Alright.
Stairs of the Moon are where the werewolves meet to choose our leader.
That's a cool name.
Y'all's culture is cool as fuck.
Thank you.
Let's have... This is not an attack against you guys, but everyone in the room, let's have a will save. Including Danger and Elfrip.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Where is...
Gang, saving throws? Yeah, it's next to combat.
Yes.
What do we need to roll?
Next to combat.
Will save. You did it.
I know, but like what number?
Wait to see who rolls the highest.
Okay.
Wait. Tell me again where to find it.
Your buttons are up at the top left. There's one called combat. It's right after that called saving throws.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
And Danger's probably not going to beat that, but I'll trigger it for him. He came close. You guys are looking through the Halo of Dreams, and Elfrip and Danger are standing awkwardly by the table and looking at a book that's laying open. And Kate and Kai, you both looked at it on the table, and it looked like an empty notebook, like it hadn't had anything written in it yet. And he's got papers and ink pens everywhere, but Danger and Elfrip keep looking at each other and kind of double taking on the desk. And they're like, that book, the letters in it keep appearing and disappearing.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
Can Elfrip read?
Grab that.
I thought Elfrip can read.
He can? Okay.
I thought so. I've never had a thought.
It's just a choice.
Oh,
It's totally
shit, I done picked it up already.
Goblin,
Yeah,
Infernal. It is not written in any language that you read when the words appear. This is.
Did you let us know that it's
not the Halo of Dreams?
Sorry, Mandy,
Okay.
what you're saying?
If you guys point it out, we can see if it's a language anybody's got.
Miss Kate, take a look at this. Is this something you recognize?
Check it out. What is it?
It keeps changing.
That's weird.
It is a... Kate, you believe it is a secret journal, and it's written in Varesian.
I do speak that. To say.
Me on the Shutterwood map, looking through Kovira's sheet to see if she has a scroll of comprehend languages. She doesn't, so it's good it's Varisian.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll make this visible. Kate, you can pick up the journal.
Okay.
Although I will make the article visible to everyone.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oof.
Oh wow.
Juggle D's.
It appears to be a detailed journal scribbled in by the same handwriting in Varisian every time, with dates and little notes and little catchphrases for whatever happened that day or week. The current date that you are living in is in about March 22, March 25, somewhere like that. This date's, you can scroll all the way back to May of the previous year.
Holy crap, that's a lot of things.
Yeah. And most of it's trash. You're very welcome.
Thanks. Wild boars can't be trained to curtsy. Noted. Bryans continue to be idiots. Lo-fi creeks. Good.
Yeah. About 70% of the way down, there's a big journal entry called The News.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for it. There it is. Oh boy!
My old affiliates.
Shit.
Somebody want to read the important journal entries in for Josh? Definitely don't read all of them.
I can read them. Or Mandy, do you and I both want to read it? Because I was thinking, because we're MFAs. We're good at dramatic readings.
Because you're extra full of words.
Yep. Which journal entries should we read? Do you guys think?
We want...
I'll start with the news.
No. If you do them chronologically, if you go up a little bit, I think it's The Visit.
Okay.
And then, yep, that one's got Vrood in it. And then The Meeting.
The Meeting. Yeah.
Okay. Wait,
and then The News.
Okay, the visit, the meeting, and then the news. Do you want to go first, or should I go first?
Whatever you want.
Okay, I'll read the first one. It appears that my past has come back to haunt me in the form of unexpected visitors who arrived last night. Ostensibly nobles from Cortod, they bore invitations from... Oh, shoot, I don't know how to pronounce that.
MFA.
And a video on Adjacent in Caliphas, and well, I heard the name before. Bellic admitted them to see me. Their leader confided who they were. His name was Arin Vrood, and I never felt so terrified of anyone or anything in my life. They had come to finally collect the debt I owe them for so long ago. They said as much. Vrood requested that I arrange a meeting between him and one of the werewolves of the wood. Though I would prefer to have nothing more to do with them, for my youthful indiscretions that were just that, I saw no choice but to acquiesce to their demands, lest they reveal my secrets to the council. As Mathis is my sole ally among the packs, I will speak to him and arrange a meeting, and hopefully I can wash my hands of this whole sordid affair. Silver lining, my debt will be paid, and I will endeavor to never think of these monsters again.
Oh. So we got Mathis out of that. That's good.
Yep.
You know who that is also, Kate. That's the leader of the Silverhides. Yes, Mathis
Oh, yay.
Morgenart.
That's good. Okay, we'll let you guys know that.
Fits the description that the Jamie gave you.
Okay. Then I will read the meeting.
All right.
Vrood and his fellows have returned. Though I made my office available to them, they declined and requested a meeting with Madame Ivanja instead. Mathis arrived shortly after and went straight to Ivanja's rooms as well. I was somewhat surprised by their choice of location, but I suppose even necromancers and werewolves have their needs. Wow. Okay. I spoke briefly with Mathis after the meeting, but he was unusually withdrawn and gave no hint of what was said at the meeting.
Hey, read that deep Brian thought, the next one.
Brian asked if the moon is always the same one. Sometimes I wonder if the moon wonders the same about us. Perhaps it's wise to change faces.
Wow, that is so deep. That really makes you think. Had like a visceral response to that. Okay.
Is the moon
All right.
always the same one? You don't know. It disappears every day.
That's what I thought when the eclipse was happening. All right. I'll read the news. A grave threat has befallen the Shutterwood, and I fear its origins lie at Ascanor. Unknown forces, almost certainly my old affiliates, have attacked the stairs, butchered Kvalka's sign, and stole her heart for some dark purpose. Although their motives remain a mystery, this single act has thrown the entire hierarchy of the Shutterwood's packs into disarray and violence. I know that it is customary when a pack lord dies for her successor to consume the fallen pack lord's heart. With Sign's heart gone, the position of pack lord shall fall to whoever can claim the title, either by recovering the lost heart or more likely through force, by slaying the leaders of the 4 rival tribes and adopting the surviving wolves into his own pack. Mathis has spoken with me before of his desire to become pack lord, and I now wonder if his secret meeting with Vrood was the impetus behind these events. Without Sane's heart, however, I doubt the other tribes will accept Mathis as their leader. He might find allies with the Skami or the Broken Ones, but the Volensog and the Giseldans will never bow to his rule. Mathis' concerns doubtlessly lie with his pack, not with me, however, and I worry my alliance with the Morinnocht shall soon be forfeit. I fear greatly for the safety of the lodge, for if Mathis moves to take high throne without Sane's heart, or if it becomes known that his ascendance is due to interference, civil war will soon erupt among the packs of the wood, with Ascanor caught in the middle.
Okay.
Read that next one.
Okay. Rude Wood. Lord Crispin inquired if we had quieter firewood. The crackling disturbed his sleep. Promised to muzzle the logs tonight.
This poor guy. Should probably just close down the lodge and retire.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh,
Yeah,
two
during
more.
his stand.
Two more down are pretty delightful. Ghost fans.
Yeah.
A noble lady feared the portraits might be staring at her, told her they admired her dress. She's now considering portraits for her home. And then Owl Night Long. A lady queried why the owls hoot at night, explained they debate the philosophical dilemmas of rodents. She nodded as if it all finally made sense.
Do
Pretty
people
good.
just get dumb when they go to Ascanor Lodge?
Mm-hmm.
I think being so wealthy makes them fries their brain a little bit.
We're reading the various.
There's some Duristan entries, and
yeah.
Do you want to read the Can't Duristan hymn, Mandy?
Yeah, Lord Thuristan's morning began with the cacophony of his rifle echoing through the lodge like a war call. Breakfast was a siege of eggs and meats, fortified by an ocean of coffee. He asked about hunting larger game, and I know what he means, and there could not be a worse time for it. I hope to keep him limited to the very local fauna. I may attach demon horns to a fawn to satisfy the desires of his ego.
Very good. Team wasted effort. Calisthenics at dawn. The Duristans leapt and twirled on his command, their master bellowing orders as if choreographing an opera of muscle and sweat. The other guests were enchanted by this free show. Sounds awful.
This guy has an awful job.
He sure does. I almost hate him less, knowing that he deals with all this every day.
Yep.
You should read Lo-Fi Creeks, and then we can be done with this.
Okay, do you want to read that or should I, Mandy?
Whichever.
Okay, I'll read it because I have it pulled up. A guest insisted her room was haunted because the wardrobe creaked. sprinkled a circle of salt around the wardrobe, and charged her a containment fee. She was heard wailing much of the night, and the next morning she made a reservation for the same room 4 months from now, putting this in the brochure. That's
Wow.
great.
God.
Oh, these are good.
I keep staring at the one that's the news, and I'm like, yeah, that's real bad. That
Yeah.
they did not find the pack leader's heart.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't find it.
And
Probably
whoever.
some sort of. God, I don't know why the cult wants it.
I feel like we should get that back. Not that I want to go like touch a heart, but adding it to the list of things to recover from the cult, so somebody can take over who's not them.
Yeah. They would have control of the whole Shutterwood if they ruled the packs.
We don't need that.
Yeah. Well, you guys think it would be a good idea if I put the book back, since this appears to be this guy's personal library space up here?
Copy down the relevant entries and put it back.
Okay. Oh, I meant the book called The Halo of Dreams that I picked up.
Oh, is there anything
I
good in
feel
there?
like
It's I copied the text in the chat. What do you think?
There's a temple. Things happen there.
Apparently it was important, because I have a note that says, look at the Halo of Dreams.
it tells them that the artifact could be.
Sorry, Mandy, you cut out pretty bad.
Yeah,
What'd you
you
say?
cut out.
The artifact was incorporated into the observatory at the Stairs of the Moon, is what we learned from it. So,
Okay.
the object that they were looking for is in the
Alright.
place where we crown our leaders. So,
Probably can put the book back, right?
if we take his journal, we should also leave before he figures out that we did. But,
Okay. We won't take his journal. I was asking about the
no, separate issue, because the
Oh.
journal is on the bookshelf currently.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, should we talk to Estovion again? Confront him? He may know more than he's written down here, and it sounds like he has no love for this cult.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put this book back.
Knowledge religion, what is he guilty of after knowing all of the shit we've just read and not telling us while we were here in a law enforcement capacity? What? Is that knowledge religion or nobility for what crime he's just committed?
For you, either one of those skills is kind of the same, sort of like Jason and Hell's Vengeance.
Gotcha.
Whichever one you're good at. I mean, well, you have a warrant for who?
The Whispering Way.
And he admitted he has a prior affiliation with who?
The Whispering Way. Yeah, we could just kill him. Or apprehend him and bring him home.
Apprehend him in the Star
At least
Citizen
apprehend
sense? Or...
That's right.
Those of you that don't
Apprehend him.
play Star Citizen, they send you on apprehend the criminal quests, and it's kill them, blow up their spaceship, and just destroy them. Apprehend.
Oh.
I like that mission.
We could apprehend him. Could we send Riza to come get him and bring him back, or do we have to carry or bring him along with us?
I don't believe she can take people with her. She can carry a few objects, but...
What about a corpse?
We might have to just kill him.
But we can...
I don't know if that helps us.
I don't think so either.
We know he will be here if we want to get him on our way back to arrest him.
I don't know. A bunch of marshals sweep through town looking for the gang you used to run with. You're probably fucking
Yeah.
gone as soon as they are.
It's true.
But I think our primary objective is to seize active members of the cult that are doing whatever they're doing. And granted, he did just aid them by setting up this meeting with the local werewolves 2 months ago. So we could kill him, but if there's anything that he can do to help us seize Rude and his cronies, I care more about that.
We
I
can
think
make a plea deal.
I think if we also he's nobility, so he gets all kinds of special rights and shit when it comes to Ustalov.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think if Daramid knew that we were seizing somebody who used to run with the cult and that in any way slowed down our ability to stop what the cult is currently trying to do, she would think we were very stupid.
Yeah. It tracks. I do want to copy down the relevant journal entries before we put it back.
I have stuck them in the Timmy mystery log.
Thank you.
Assuming you guys share with Gaspar what you found.
Yes. Just message you all this from upstairs and then talk about it more when we regroup. But
Do you
Gotcha.
have a way to write them down? I can assume that you guys have something to write with. But where are you going to copy the notes to? You're trying to put together this scene so that you make it look like you were never here, or...
I always
the back
figured
of the
that
bloodstained envelope.
I always figured that everything like things like quill and paper, but I can start carrying it in the thick
You
boy
do,
if
no,
that.
you do. I just thinking about time, how long it takes you to write all that shit down.
Oh yeah, I mean, what? This is like this is like a 2 or 3 page total.
But if you only want the relevant entries, you don't want all the slander against the guests. That's...
I would like to be able to access that in the future as a player, but Gaspar has no need for it.
Okay. Well, I will leave this journal article is available to you guys. It's in the Foundry under journals.
Thank you. I'm gonna go through there sometimes.
Yeah, I think if we're looking for actual
I believe in
leads on where they
Askinor Lodge customer slander.
on their current acts, if he didn't know much and was just kind of bullied into setting up a meeting for them, I think that the leader of the Silverhides would probably know way more than he does. If we needed to arrest someone, or we should at some point try to find out what the hell he knows.
Yeah. Where are they in the Shudderwood? Where's the Silverhide territory? Are they east of here on our way?
Map loading.
Or I guess Askinor Lodge was our destination, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. And then they had passed through. Where are they from? They are north of us?
Yeah.
Typically, the
And where are the
Volan
Stairs of the
song-
Moon?
The Stairs of the Moon are here. Way up here.
Oh, those faint little towers there.
Let's see. Let me do this.
Yeah.
Drag that out. Boom. And then... Boom.
Thank you.
Neat. Theoretically, we might benefit from going there to see what object he was writing notes about, like the thing that was built into their observatory.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's important to the cult, and we can stop them from getting it, unless they're already there, in which case.
Mm-hmm.
Kate, your present understanding of the territories looks like this.
Thank you.
The Broken Ones territory you guys kind of shot through on your way here. They are having a turf war with the Silverhides. who are having a pretty brutal turf war to the south with the Prince's Wolves, and the Volensog territory tougher to nail down because they are so mobile. You could technically run into a Volensog anywhere.
Yeah. Yay! So if we were going to go to the Stairs of the Moon, we would need to go through Silverhide territory anyway. But if they are working with the cult, we would want to consider them dangerous, probably, right?
Yeah.
Tim, to confirm your message, yeah, the party has a pretty good understanding of what happened to the Warden's ghost. At this point, you certainly do.
Okay. For those who weren't with us at Harrowstone Prison, which is where we were before we came to Lepstad, just as a refresher, that was an ancient prison that housed a bunch of superbad dudes. The Warden was like a ghost there who kept all of the superbad dudes' ghosts in check, and the Whispering Way went there, murdered a professor who was sniffing around the area and also investigating the Whispering Way, and then they also stole the ghost of the Warden. They have it. They have captured the Warden's ghost. Then, in Lepstad, they took the little green statue that everyone thinks is worthless, and now they have a werewolf pack lord's heart. They are doing some kind of fucked up ritual or super spell.
Yeah.
Yep.
We gotta, like, put a stop to that, obviously.
Maybe they're going to do it at the observatory.
They might be.
Yeah, I don't know. But we should talk to Estovian, perhaps. I'll be right back.
Let's grill him. Yeah. Sidebar, I have to leave at about 5. We got a going away dinner for Juarez is moving this week. So.
Actually, I was going to suggest that we quit slightly early today, if that's cool with everybody. Normally we run over, but I could stand to quit in, now's a fine time, or like 10 minutes or whatever.
After we grill Estovian?
You want to grill Estovian first?
Does that work for you?
It can.
I'm back. I am back.
Tim, I just said that we're going to quit early. Mandy's got a thing at 5, and I'd like to quit slightly early.
Oh, sure, that's fine.
But I will be on for spaceman bullshit if you guys are up for that.
Oh, yeah, Sid's napping. I'll kill things.
Well, actually, we probably want... You guys were upstairs before we looked at the map. There we go.
Go confront Estovian and see what he knows.
Okay.
Game is up. We know all your bullshit, etc., etc.
Okay. Scoot you guys back over here. And let me... Okay, let me get the lower scene ready real quick. It is getting on to 5 or 5:30 in the evening. You guys can hear the music firing up again for the evening downstairs, even as you approach the stairwell. And sounds like the guests of the hall are all gathering in the Great Hall. Let's see. And you guys will come down the central stair, but I'm missing a token. Oh no, you're all here. Okay. So what's the next move? See some Bryans at the bottom of the stairs tapping their feet. They're like, oh, party's starting early tonight.
Shall we ask? What do you guys think? Track down Estovion and give him a talking to?
Yeah. Good cop, bad cop. Mostly bad cop at this point.
I go up to this Brian. Say, we'd like to speak with the Lodge Master.
Like, oh, I think he's up at the party.
Up north of here? Oh,
Yeah,
same
he's in the
place he
dance
was when
hall.
we showed up. Oh
Mhm.
yeah, I see him.
They said Delgros just got back. So he's up there having dinner with him and Lord Duristan.
Rather than, to spare him what would be like 5 cops showing up at his table and dragging him off, one of you want to go diplomatically pull him away?
Sure. Can do.
You might appreciate that.
Trying to get zoomed, but yeah, hold on a second. Nope. Okay, that's not. I can't get back to me. Can't find my token. Sorry.
Here?
Yeah. Thank you. I don't know why. It selected Duristan, and then I was in the shadows, and it couldn't find me.
Oh. Let me fix Duristan's ownership. That's why it's doing that. There we go.
Who's going in there and just politely ask if we might have a word with him.
Okay. What are you going to tell him? Ooh.
Christ.
Oh wow.
Our information, and we would like to ask someone as knowledgeable as he is for his input. Butter him up. A good cap so Gaspar can punch him.
Okay.
Foundry decided to crash, so be back in a second.
Okay.
Discord's working.
I was gone, but I'm back. I can't find my token.
What the hell's going on?
I think we all became Duristan, the real Duristan.
Yeah, sorry about
friends
that.
Along the
I
way,
think I fixed
something.
that.
I was trying to say token so it would pop up as me. But no, it's Duristan. Jesus.
Foundry's reviving itself.
And Kate,
Browser
what
does
did you
not threaten us.
generally... What did you
You
want to
and
say
he
to
were
him?
buddies, weren't you?
We found more information, also kiss his ass and be like, we would like the input of someone as knowledgeable about the area as you.
Okay. You're having trouble reloading? Oh, I see you logging
Yeah. I'm trying to. It said my browser doesn't support WebGL or something, so I'm
in.
trying
Makes
to
sense. Yeah. Given that you've used this for
using it
weeks.
5 seconds ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm on Opera.
Yeah, it's a flawed... Foundry's a beautiful platform, but it's so complicated. So much going on, and I have so many mods. It's partly my fault.
You guys want to move me in the meantime? Yeah, I'll ask him that and see if he comes with us.
Well, I have very bad news for you. Lord Duristan has
May
asked
I
you to
have this
dance.
dance?
Oh, okay. Sure.
He's rolled a natural 20 diplomacy as a 27.
God damn it.
He's
Yeah, I
in a
guess
smashing
so.
good mood.
I'm gonna message Gaspar, help! And then I guess follow Duristan.
You said that to Estovion first, though, right?
Yeah.
I found Kai and I'm him again. Wow.
I'm seeing the gray screen, so I don't know what's going on.
You'll load in here in a second.
Did he just turn invisible?
Kai, you walk in the room. Roll perception. You don't see Estovion anywhere in here. You see Kate dancing with Lord Duristan. And you see a guy you've not seen before over on the far left side of the room. Looks like a sort of rugged, outdoorsy type of guy who's just shooting daggers right through you, just glaring at you. He kind of squints as you walk in.
I might be mistaken, but I recognize that last name, right?
Kai, you've got a 30 perception. You're guessing this is the Huntsmaster everyone's talked about, Delgros Kreutzer.
Yep.
He looks like an outdoorsy type of dude. And that might just be his face. He might have some resting bitch face going on, but he's never seen you before and he's just kind of sizing you up. Also, Kai's a tall, athletic sort of person. He looks like a warrior, and you think he's just sort of recognizing that about you. But you don't see Estovion anywhere, and Kate is indisposed. And we'll pause there.
Sweet. Next week, are the spa people gonna come back?
I don't know.
Be part of the scene.
Anybody, as long as you guys are at Asconor, anybody who can't make the session is at the spa.
Okay.
And Tim, you were going to say you guys can play next week, but then not for 2 weeks after that.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
We could swing like a weekday evening session, maybe. I'll talk to Sid, but our weekends are booked.
Multiple weddings, travel, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about it. Good investigating, you guys.
Now it loads.
Welcome back. Here, I'll let you eyeball the scene before we quit, but this is where we ended. All right.
I just want to be very clear that Kate messaged Gaspar help, and I was on approach whenever Stovian vanished, but I didn't know where he was sitting, so probably wouldn't have noticed that.
As soon as she whispered help and you walked up the hall and looked in the room, you did not see him anywhere. Gaspar did not see him anywhere. He was already gone.
If you responded to the message at all and told me that, I would respond with telling you where he was. I don't know if that's any use, but he was there.
Yeah, because he wouldn't walk up and just be like, "Oh, I don't see him. I cast see invis," but he would be like, "Where is Estovion?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, Kate,
he's right.
The last thing I'll tell you guys before we quit is that as you're dancing and Kai is walking up towards you, you look down the hall and see Gaspar walking towards you, scanning the room and clearly not seeing Estovion, and you turn and look and he's gone, and you hear you realize you don't hear it with your ears, but you feel in your mind sort of the sound of a disconnection. Someone was just reading your mind a second ago and they quit.
Oh. Houston, we have a problem.
That's not good.
All right. See you guys next time.
See you next time.
That's a good session.
Bye.
Do we need any Babu time or are we good?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay. We'll save Babu time for next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.